Greetings, Earthlings. How y'all doing out there? Welcome to Elevate Consciousness. Labyrinth is about a girl who sells her brother's soul to the dark forces of the world, aka the Illuminati, in order to be a princess. Though there was once an official group known as the Illuminati, nowadays it essentially means those who use occult, aka hidden esoteric spiritual knowledge, in order to enslave others to their will. They do this using mind control trauma and what is known as magic, including sex magic. Labyrinth is a movie aimed at children and yet includes many of these adult themes. In a moment of rebellious spite, Sarah speaks a spell, giving her brother Toby to the goblins, which are negative entities, aka demons. Sarah is a name that means angel, so perhaps she is a fallen angel who is finding her way back to God's grace, back to the light and love. Despite her mistake, it is her dedication to love that protects her and gains her helping spirits. The name Toby means God is good. Toby is the divine goodness, divine purity. He symbolizes Sarah's own soul. The Goblin King's name is Jareth, and it means to descend, to go down. Descension is not necessarily negative, but in this instance, its meaning can be changed to mean going to hell. The Goblin King is akin to the devil, or Loki, or a person channeling that same kind of dark trickster manipulative energy. She has 13 hours to save her brother because 13 is a spiritual number signifying the esoteric dimension of life. It is a divine number of karma that can be all good or all bad. They go to the dark dimension of the labyrinth where everything is backwards. Up can be down. Unfair is fair, and what is bad is considered good. It is a dimension of amorality, where the standard truth has been distorted by all those who participate in it. We see several shots of the Goblin King's crotch, which seems quite strange for a children's film. In his castle, there are roosters, which are also called cocks, a reference to the male genitalia. One of the creatures of the labyrinth has a hat that looks quite phallic. At one point, Sarah is drugged by the Goblin King and has a dark vision of being a princess at a masquerade ball, oddly similar to Eyes Wide Shut. In fact, Labyrinth is like Eyes Wide Shut for kids. It has many parallel themes. In the ballroom, a man with a suspiciously long nose laughs while revealing another phallic-looking monster jumping out of a box. Symbolically, it is a sexuality that has been twisted darkly, and considering Sarah is only 14 years old, it suggests inappropriate sexual behavior that is the normal in this backwards dimension of the labyrinth. Another uncomfortable scene is when she is falling down a hole covered with hands that are touching the young girl all over. In the end, she realizes that she had the power all along to reclaim her own soul, aka Toby. It is the power over her own mind, the power to make the right choice, just like in The Wizard of Oz. The issue is, how can one make the right choice if one is being blinded to the truth? The labyrinth is illusion, as Sarah is learning to distinguish real from false, friend from foe. The Goblin King is the illusionist, representing the personification of manipulation, of lies. The negative forces of the world can only enslave our minds if we allow them, if we remain ignorant and blind, if we fall into their karmic traps of temptation and power, and if we invite them in willingly by even our own thoughts and our words. One must stay as loving as possible and do what inner work is needed to progress deeper into love. The dark entities seek to trap souls and feed off of them by tricking the pure spirits into going against the universal laws of love. Love is the light, and it is the light that led Sarah through the darkness of the illusions and tricks of the labyrinth. The barn owl is a symbol of the mystery of life and the dreaminess of reality. We each live in the dream of our own reality. It is the narrative we create for ourselves and about ourselves. We are each in our own fantasy world. To realize this is to be awake. The bubble represents the dream, an illusion, a temporal reality that will eventually pop out of existence. Our physical existence is like this, impermanent. The crystal ball symbolizes spiritual knowledge and mystery, and conversely, illusion. It represents the eye. Knowledge can be used to free people's minds. Knowledge can be used to fool them, to blind people. The crystal and bubble both represent consciousness. What is consciousness? It is the experience of dream and reality. What is a dream? What is reality? What is the truth? To find the answers to these questions, our souls chose to play the game of life, the labyrinth. To find the truth within the labyrinth is to find the truth within your own self. It is the game of dark and light, death and life. The obvious interpretation of the movie is that it is a dream Sarah has based on the Labyrinth book and other elements from her room and her life. If it's really only a dream though, why are her companions able to join her in the real world? Because, even when we are awake, we are still dreaming. Toby is your pure innocent soul. Jareth is the dark within you, and Sarah is the light within, both seeking rulership over your consciousness. Whoever wins, the choice is up to you. I hope y'all enjoyed that. If you did like it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. And remember, elevate consciousness constantly.